Good evening, my friends, and welcome to this, the latest edition of Wise Conservatism Video Side Chat, number 38, on this 11th day of April in the year of our Lord, 2010. We the people is still a refrain, the refrain from sea to shining sea, which is why I have done a video on the same thing as I posted on my blog at WiseConservatism'svideosidechat. The post title was, "You Can't Spend Yourself Rich." I felt it was good enough that it also needed a video to back it up. So here goes. Whether the Democrats like them or not, the Tea Parties are here to stay until Congress, the House of Representatives, and the White House have residents in them that do not act like little children. And finally, there is some adult supervision back in the Capitol. On Friday, April the 9th, Congressman Bart Stupak announced that he was going to be retiring. Now, this is no real big loss here. At the same time, in another part of his district, a large Tea Party was going on that was just for the sole purpose of getting him out of office. Stupak says it wasn't because of the Tea Party, but I heard it said by someone that he looked scared. Could it be that his subconscious realized what was going on, but he didn't yet? But what is really going on here is this. Americans know there is no fix for Obamacare, as Mike Pence of Indiana so rightly said. And Obama and the Democrats know this, but they foresee complete failure on their part if it isn't passed as Obama and Pelosi have laid it out. That is where their focus is, their failure. They have no desire to help keep America from failing, or safe for that matter. That is where they are, and that is where they will always be. Where we are as conservatives is this. We have to keep the outrage going through the election in November of this year, and even farther on to the full election in 2012, when the president will be re-elected or a new president will be elected. Will this be easy to keep the anger going? No, not even close. Here is what is probably going to happen unless Americans keep this whole fiasco in mind about how their wishes were totally ignored by Obama and the Democrats. The November elections will change things. The Democrats will not have their supermajority in the House and the Senate anymore. When that happens, Americans, if not prodded to stay focused and engaged, will fall back asleep and become, again, the silent majority that they were for so many years. And that is what Obama and friends are counting on us doing. That is what we have to keep from happening here, folks. The Tea Parties are a great place to start. In those alone, we have completely confused the left as to what is really going on here. It takes them out of their game plan, because then they have to take the time to announce to the world that conservatives are mad, but we don't know what we're mad about. But it goes deeper than that, my friends, because they, the liberals, know exactly what we are mad about, and they have to continue their lie about this by trying to convince themselves that we don't know. It is time-consuming for them, and it also keeps them focused on the wrong things, giving us a chance to change the direction that this country is being led into, giving us, the conservatives, the advantage that we need, but only if we stay focused. We have to remember that the Democrats are wrong here. You cannot spend yourself rich as Obama thinks you can. He is relying on the premise in business that you cannot make money without spending some. In other words, you have to spend money to make it. But when it comes to the economy, you cannot spend like the drunken fool that Obama has been spending like and make the economy thrive. Especially when there is no money to be spent in the first place. All that he is spending is coming out of the pockets of generations in the future that have not started paying taxes yet, which means the money hasn't been made yet. This kind of spending foolery will not make the economy come back. It never has, and it never will. Yet the Democrats keep returning to this type of thing over and over and over again, and the American public keeps forgetting that they do this. But I digress. The Great Depression would have been over years before it was if the government had stayed out of it and let the free market take over. But we all know the New Deal and how the Democrats to this day say it pulled us out of bad times. It didn't. What should have happened was for them to lower taxes and get big business, big government out of the marketplace and stay out of the way. Reagan proved this works by doing just that. He lowered taxes and then took government out of the way, and the economies thrived for years after that because of his actions. But that is not what is happening today. Big government is the liberals' fix for everything that ails this country. True, eventually the economy will come back. The U.S. economy is a strong engine after all. But I contend to you that it won't be because of the government and their actions. It is because of the free market system taking over and doing what it needs to do, something that the Democrats are always working to stop. The other day, Obama gave a speech that said there was nothing better than the free market system. He was so right when he said that, but that is not what he's meant nor what he is doing. Everything that he is doing is done to stop that progress of the free market system to succeed. His double talk on all issues is nothing more than a smokescreen to keep the American people off balance. Thankfully, right now, it isn't working. We have read the bills, much to the chagrin of the politicians in Washington who have not. We know what is in them, so they can't lead us around like they always have, like we are their blindfolded puppies, and they do not like that. So the smear campaigns have started against the American people, and will continue, which is why we must stay focused here. They will continue to smear us because it is easier for them to do that than to read the bill and admit that they were wrong. So we have to stay focused, because if we do, the fruits of our labors will be great. And the show that is aired in the meantime, my friends, it will be worth the price of admission, I guarantee you. Mark my words. This is Robert the Infidel Guarding with this latest edition of Wise Conservatism's Video Side Chat. God bless you all, God bless America, and have a great week.